The teenager who filmed himself as he stabbed a 15-year-old schoolboy to death has been locked up. Jalan Woods-Bell was on his way to school when the 16-year-old killer was captured on CCTV following him on 11 June last year. The unarmed schoolboy died at the scene after suffering multiple fatal stab wounds following a fight. The defendant, who cannot be named, pulled out a Rambo-style knife from his waistband before chasing Jalan, slashing his face and stabbing him in the chest. Jalan attempted to fend off the attacker with a traffic cone when he was killed near Global Academy, a college for teenage students in Hayes. Despite the efforts of emergency services, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The killer carried on his journey to school where he was arrested shortly afterwards, Harrow Crown Court heard. According to eyewitnesses, the attacker appeared to be filming the attack on his phone. Iraq Williams, 21, a teacher who lived nearby to the crime scene, said that she did not see the attack but had witnessed the 15-year-old being treated and lying on the ground. They were saying, "Come on, you've just got 30 seconds, hold on, keep fighting," and as they were saying that I saw his hand drop and his eyes close. "It was so traumatizing," she said. Following his arrest, he refused to answer any questions or provide any explanation during his police interviews. The defendant, from West London, was convicted of manslaughter and possession of a knife in a public place. He was sentenced to 13 years imprisonment, with an extra 3 years to be served on license. Detective Inspector Mike Nolan, who led the investigation, said the victim had tried to defend himself with a traffic cone as the defendant stabbed him. Detective Inspector Nolan said Jalan was walking to school with his friends when he was set upon by the defendant. Whilst it is apparent that there was some form of grievance between these two teenagers, nothing can justify the taking of another life. The defendant attempted to justify his actions by claiming self-defense, but the evidence and eyewitness accounts confirm that he was carrying a large knife in a gloved hand. Whereas Jalan was unarmed and tried to use a traffic cone to fend off his attacker. Once again, another teenager has lost his life to knife crime, and another family is grieving the loss of a child. Our thoughts are with them today. We are determined to do whatever is necessary to crack down on violence, but we need the help of our communities and partners to tackle this problem. Together we can help educate young people and steer them away from a life of violence. Rest in peace, Jalan Woods-Bell. Condolences to the family.